I got him murdered out big, dog.
That thing seen Flint, Michigan for sure.
You sitting here?
I'll sit wherever, dude.
Hey,
How is
we're
this
on this
thing now?
ride.
For-
We're
Here,
having
Give me my
fun.
phone real quick.
I wore my best sweater. I thought we were going to be able to.
Yeah, me too. Shut him up. Shut him up. Shut him up. Shut him up.
Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary, sentient, artificial intelligence, flora, fauna, fungi alike, to the Hoosier Sophisticate show. It's Thursday night. It's 9 o'clock, and from 9 to 11 every Thursday, we go live, and you better not forget, because we have associated the least forgetful numbers that have ever existed in the history of mankind, 9 and 11. To bring you all the hits, it's a crazy, crazy night in here technologically. We've been here for an hour trying to work it out. We've been locked out of computers that we don't have access to. We have cameras that are not working. So we're just kind of giving you, if you went onto YouTube right now, you're just seeing like just a little talking circle. Okay, but if you went to Bluuuuuuuuues.com, maybe you're driving around the St. Louis metro area and you're cruising along and you're like, you know what I really want to listen to right now is a little 590 AM because the Blues, I can't listen to them because what are they doing?
For nothing,
What are these
man.
stinking Blues
For
doing?
nothing.
That is one of the things we're going to talk about. It's Blues hockey, and I have questions. I have questions for the hockey experts in the room. I'm not one of them. I'm Craig Kohler, non-hockey guy. This has been known since at least 2016 on the airwaves in St. Louis. I don't know very much about hockey, but I want to care about something. I can't seem to care about City SC because MLS soccer is unwatchable. Baseball's been ruined. They took football from us. Now, I am very hype about the Missouri Tigers. We got them Crimson Tide coming in to Columbia this weekend in a game that's actually meaningful. And, you know, I just feel like I'm a jinx. So I don't like to talk too much about the stuff I actually care about, which is why we're going to talk about hockey, because I'm not a hockey guy. I tuned in on my way here from the belly of the beast in Jefferson County. I mean, deep in the guttural guts.
The
guttural guts.
Are you in? You figured out?
No, hell no, dude.
Okay. Well, I don't think it really matters. People just want to hear our voice. They don't want to see
Well,
us.
finally, we can play that biscuit now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I flipped on the ball game. Can't really on the puck game. I flipped on the old ice skating menagerie that Steve loves, and within 1 minute of me tuning in, the Wild scored their first goal.
Got it.
A minute and a half later, they scored their second goal. What's that guy want? Do you want a knuckle sandwich? Looking at him, Is he trying to rob the
Oh,
joint?
he's blowing the place out.
Oh, here we
It's
do.
blowing.
We have a picture, babe. We have a picture. Steve on it. If you don't mind, share the YouTube feed if you'd like. Also, Steve and I started something new today, and it was just a little teaser. We'll probably get into it a little bit more.
Are there Chinese words on the screen, or is that just on here?
There are Chinese words on the screen, but tell
Really?
them not to worry about it. It's fine.
Really?
It's fine. Yes, they really are there.
That's hilarious,
Friends,
dude.
The Mossad is in, dude.
How'd I do that?
Friends, if you don't mind sharing the feed, we're just going to get a little loose tonight, and I do have questions about the hockey.
It went away for a second.
I have friends that are very excited about the upcoming hockey season. I think I'm one of them because it seems like a lot of young talent is kind of coming through all at the same time, Steve. And you seem hype. You seem hype about it, bud. Are you hype? Are you hype?
Yeah, I'm hyped, brother. Let's go, dude. Got it all figured out
I
here,
thought I heard that
dude.
F crap.
Yeah,
freaking go,
We
man.
did have to hit just a just in case dump.
We did.
Yeah, we did. We caught you.
I
It's
didn't
okay.
get fired up, dude. I just leapt over the table because I'm so fired up for this season, boys, man. I need a little sports in my life. I decided I want sports back in my life. I'd see that guy you're talking about.
Yeah,
He
he's
does
casing the
look
joint.
like he need a
Oh, he's
sandwich, dude.
blowing off the patio.
But about
Hey,
that,
you giving out free blowies out there, guy?
Knock on the window.
what about the Tigers and Bama Oh, dude. Oh, God. It's soundproof.
It's soundproof.
So we have that and Illinois, Ohio State, and I am volunteering for United Way during both games.
What does that even mean?
My wife does great work in terms of charitable organizations.
Yeah, she does.
She's also the president of Landmarks, which is kind of a historical society here in St. Louis.
Cool.
Preserve. But nonetheless, there is a United Way charity event that I am.
So you're missing Ohio State, Illinois, and Bama Tigers.
Both of them.
No.
Both.
That's tough.
Yeah,
That
it
is
gets done
tough.
at 2 p.m. I mean, it's
Buddy,
pretty much over. So it's gonna be tough.
I
When are
agreed
you gonna
to.
say no?
I agreed to work the.
When are you gonna say no?
I agreed to work the Ren Fair back last year. I had so much fun with it, and by the way, I'm having a blast with it.
It does look fun. I did see the
As well.
picture.
See, you see, yeah, and it's a blast. Dude. Like
Pop this thing, dude.
I know, I mess with it all the time. Now you know what it's like to be me.
I have no clue.
You don't. But I've been volunteering at the St. Louis Ren Fest. I'll give them a free live read out at Rotary Park out in Forestville, Missouri, or Wentzville, I guess. And we're having a lot of fun with make believe. But this is another reason for me to be upset about an 11 o'clock start between these two teams. They do this to favor Alabama. They do this like they're on the road. They got a hot young team in the Tigers. They're hungry, got something to prove. They're like, let's toss them on at 11 o'clock when it's tough for people to travel into Columbia.
2 conference games, ranked opponents are kicking off before you could actually really drink a mimosa.
What are we doing?
It's crazy too because Alabama will also be having the first trans secondary, which is pretty sweet. They're gonna
For real?
Yeah, dude. Some chick is trying out for
Sean.
Which way are we going?
Alabama's secondary.
Okay.
She's a free safety, dude. She's
Okay.
a solid little thing. Well, but he's solid.
Okay, so we're going that way. Gotcha.
Yeah, they actually added the appendage.
Oh, absolutely. Dude.
Alabama got a great medical program there, so
That's what happens when you join Alabama football team. That's what they say. They go, "We're gonna give you what you got down there. We're gonna give you a little something different."
We're gonna mix up, little downstairs mix up.
Yeah, I'm from the deep south, and what you need to do is take care of that genitalia problem you got down there.
they take it a step further in terms of recruiting on both sides of the ball. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God!
Shouts out, fight Tiger. I
can't wait to go. Dude.
You're going. You're going to get some footage.
I'm gonna get some footage.
Okay,
You wanna go down there?
Do us proud. He can't. He's got working for the United.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
working
asking
for
him if he
Renfrew.
wants to negate his duties and be a man.
No. I know she's not listening, but
Yeah, no one is listening to that. So I know
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
not
3
listening.
people on YouTube.
But I will say I'm not a Tiger hater or anything.
Yeah, you
I am I love watching them. Watched them twice this year, and I have switched sides on Drink. I told you I would when he has shown. I was trashing him, but now I mean, he could easily get that Florida job. I don't know what's better. I don't
You know
think
what?
that job is better.
I don't think
but he's definitely going to be contending for that thing.
This is why I love Eli Drinkwitz. I think he's built a deal where
The recruiting has been amazing.
Florida right now is a lateral move at best.
Yeah, I agree.
He's written his check in Missouri, making $9 million a year. He'll get a bump if they make the playoff. And
the new stadium. I mean,
the kind of guy he is, does he want to go live?
The
Does he
house
want to
that
live
Drink
in
built.
Florida? I got a feeling Drink's like, I can build a whole legacy here. I could be the Nick Saban of Missouri.
Yeah.
And he's not having trouble recruiting. The basketball team's doing some pretty cool stuff
Football
right
the
now.
last couple of weeks has been insane. Again, I don't love Missouri. I'm a huge Illinois
Yeah, you're an
guy.
Illinois guy. You're an
Grow
Illinois
up.
guy.
Well, college football is the thing that's.
I just love
It's
it. God, I
totally-
freaking
It's the
love
only-
it, man.
it's the
This
only
weather
sport that
with
I'd
these
love.
events, it's just.
Yeah, it lets you know the
So
seasons
nostalgic.
are changing. It's with the college football and the hockey, that combination, which is usually
It's
teamed up
with
with
a little playoff
playoff
basketball, yeah.
baseball.
Which, by the way,
which Mosaic has stolen from the city.
well,
And now we
yeah.
got LaHaim Bloom. Hit the song.
No, but for real, I can't watch baseball anymore. I don't get it. I miss the massive bash. I love Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's popping off doing some stats,
He's
but I
popping.
cannot watch. I think Am I too old? Am I too
For what?
get off my lawn? Baseball. I can't.
It's unwatchable.
The metrics
You're
to try to
talking to the wrong guy.
the new
Preaching to
metric,
the choir.
the new metrics justify an average player and give them above average stats. These percentages and
It's the
I
worst. I just
I
want to
go
watch
back to the
somebody hit a
basics.
baseball. I just want to watch somebody. Okay, so
I
I'm
don't
so
need,
glad
I
you
don't
brought
need
this up.
physics and I don't need anything in this launch angle. I just
It's the
want
worst.
batting average,
Spin
home
rate,
runs.
spin rate, launch angles. Can you hit a ball the opposite way? Can you hit a ball the other way so we can score a guy from
You know what I want
Can you do that?
You know what I want my managers doing? I want them to go, ooh,
I got a gut feeling.
baby. That's
Ooh, that tonight's gonna be a good night.
that tonight's gonna be a good night.
And let's bring
That's
back
where
the
you're at.
cream. Come on, give me some Bonds
Bring
and
back the
McGuire type
cream.
shit.
Oh, without question.
Oh, steroid cream. Okay.
Yeah.
Juice him to the gills. I want to
Juice
see
him
him
to
hit
the
600
T-tips.
footballs. Also, the game wasn't broken. What was broken was they didn't know how to get kids to watch it, and they were like, "Well, if we get them to launch nukes, well, yeah, but when you get 9 of them a game, it's not quite all that cool anymore." They just didn't put it anywhere. They refused to put it on TikTok, or if they put it on Apple TV, they took it off of all the other places where people are used to watching. It's like simulcast it, you knuckleheads. What are you doing here?
Dumb.
You're
Your
so dumb.
greed has
Get
gotten
the game
best of you.
away so that kids care.
And get a red zone type feel. Okay, anytime a guy's on second and multiple guys on base with one out,
Yep.
boom, you switch to that game.
Totally.
Like, dude, the attention span of kids now, and even for me at this point in my life, is very small. I love movies when they're really good. I'll be deep diving, but like when I have a show that I've seen,
Yeah.
I'm in 3 separate places.
You're on your phone.
There's no way a kid can go to a baseball game and enjoy themselves when they have 4 pitching changes and they bring in this
Well, that's
average
just it.
outfielder because of the speed, and he's 2 for 8 against this guy in his 14-year career. So, we're going to take a chance.
That is
I
it.
just cannot with baseball.
They made
anymore.
all of these changes in the name of speeding it up, and I'm sorry, I just don't see it. The game, even if the run time is shorter,
It feels slower.
like the game
Yeah.
is taking forever. And now we're introducing the AI bot strike zone next year. They're going to use it. Okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You still need an umpire manning the base. Here's what I don't understand. Why do you have to add this extra element of like human error and who gets to challenge the striker, the ball call? Well, it's the hitter. Okay, well, every hitter I've ever known in the history of time, okay, is going to say that a close pitch, nope, he's going to want to check. Well, they got to get it right twice. So who actually is bringing him up? Then he's got to look over to the bench, go, why not just get the call right on the field? There's plenty of other things that an umpire can do.
Have you one more thing on it? Have you actually been to a game live when there is a replay?
Oh, it's just
They don't show
obscene.
the replay at all
no,
on
they
the
can't
screen.
because they
They
couldn't
don't-
possibly show
great
the umpire
point.
being wrong.
They don't
Great point.
They don't explain what the challenge is. So you're waiting there for 4, 5, 8 minutes.
silent. The
Dead
place
is
is silent.
silent.
So dumb. Even I went to the last
NFL game, at least they show it 1,000 times. You get the boo or cheer. And
Exactly,
then
the fans.
Well,
they
they
give
don't.
them
They
info.
don't want. They don't want the fans.
hockey will do it.
Yeah, but let
Hockey
me
will
tell
do
you
it.
something. I
Oh, that skates
I-
over the line. Here's a zoom in shot. And it's like, okay, that's what I need.
Yeah,
that's
all
all
I
I
need.
need.
ML,
That's
well,
all
that's
I
what's
need.
incredible is like MLS with the VAR.
Oh, don't
and
even get
all
me
that.
started on MLS.
No, I mean, we can do all of it.
The last game I went to, dude, the guy's like, hold on. He was in one box. It's supposed to be a PK. He goes, oh, he got his little buzzer. He's like, he had to run all the way to
Why
half
do they run
field
like that?
to
Why
look
do they run
at
like
an
that? I want to
iPad
punch them right in the head.
under a tent. Dude, what are we doing here? Is it a thing or not? Put it on the big board and let them go. Oh yeah,
It's not a
I'm
secret.
an idiot.
We can't let
I'm a
people,
moron.
we can't let people be fallible.
Let's do it. Choke him out. Let's say if he's wrong, well, somebody gets to choke him
Dude,
out.
we have so
But-
many
but-
great
but-
rules. Because here's the thing, like I was just thinking about the just deafening silence at the ballpark. When you have
can hear somebody
when you
eating 2 hot dogs.
tens of thousands of people.
What did the guy do when he's 8 rows ahead? I can hear him.
Maybe not in the last 2 seasons, but tens of thousands of people normally, and they're doing these replays,
Ooh.
and it's quite. Oh yeah, I took a jam there. And I wonder if silence isn't preferable. Like, here's what I'm saying: if the same guy that plays music at Enterprise for the Blues game,
He's great.
he's the worst. He's the worst. He should be the. Listen, if somebody has to be sacrificed in St. Louis, somebody's
Wait.
job.
The organ guy.
No.
Okay.
No.
The
He's
guy who played
great.
the music
Yes.
during like
I agree with you.
The music is abysmal, and I said, whoever plays
The
the music,
worst.
this is.
What up, Hubbard?
I went to my first.
Yeah, worse.
I went to listen. You got plenty of people over here slobbing on you. Where this is the hot take show in St. Louis.
Yes, it
You
is.
want hot
dude.
takes for sports?
This
You
is
got
it.
it, St. Louis. I hope
we
you're
did that right
driving
before our show
through
got ended.
on 590 AM.
That's
exactly
We are
right.
ending it this week.
We're going to do it the same way. All right.
I never learned from our
I
mistakes.
used to love sports, and I don't anymore. And here's a few
Here's
of the
why.
reasons why. Number one, I went to my first
Why
boy
is
game.
no here sports ball? Come here.
Yeah, I'm done talking about all of the other things that are because everybody is an expert. Everybody online is an expert. Now I can't tell if you're AI, if you copied and pasted with your ChatGPT, or if you're I told you earlier, you're a bot farm in Bangalore, or if you have a
seen bot farms?
4.7
wild, dude.
or
We
if you have
covered
a
them on the show.
4.7 IQ, whatever it is, whatever you're typing, ain't all that different. So I'm going to talk about sports and the little things that drive me crazy about it. Okay, well, I went to Enterprise to watch a hockey game. It's pretty fun. Our buddy James Carlton brought me to my very first hockey game.
So
It was
Hey,
actually
that's my boy.
it was a home
Fantastic.
opener a
2-car
couple of years
camper
ago.
house.
Dude. Hey, just keep bundling it up. He's gonna keep saving money.
Dude, I got a little
Free
Santa.
314-961-4800.
Absolutely. We're wild.
CarltonInsurance.net. We're wild. I'll give anybody.
Yeah, whoever wants to call in.
I got a Santa satchel full of James Carlton goodies.
So let me just tell you, this is a manic hour. Okay, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh man, these songs are kind of rough. When I'm a part of this thing, I like to think when I go and I'm sitting in a stadium and I'm cheering on our boys, they might as well be holding spears facing off against another army, right? I'm in an army of orcs and we're banging our spears and our shields and we're ready to go. It's Helm's Deep. So why don't the guy that's running the music up there throw on 2004's Smash War Cry, Natasha Bedingfield's Unwritten? What are we doing?
I got an
You know
absolute scorcher.
You know what'll fire them up? Country roads.
Okay, thank you.
It's
You
a
set
song
me-
about West Virginia.
You set me up for the songs. Hockey is the last person in every joke. So what was funny in the NFL with dancing and music, and what funny with all the little bits in between innings in baseball, hockey get those and understand those about 4 years too late. So they're, I mean,
Is it a dissemination of information?
They were
north of
paying
the border?
Gangnam
Is it
Style,
because
like,
they're
5
censoring
years
so
ago?
much speech north of the border? Is this Trudeau's
so.
fault? I think this is
I think
Trudeau's
so.
fault. Is that why we're still listening to Natasha Bedingfield's Unwritten in 2025? It's a 21-year-old song.
Well, he's
And
Fidel
we're playing
Castro's
hockey.
son. So,
6'7" people smashing each other's faces. I gotta listen to. And the rest is still on return.
I need metal. I need something.
Buddy,
metal.
give me Mudvayne Dig.
Yes, dude,
Give me
that's
Peoria, Illinois'
Dude,
finest
yes,
while I
thank
rip the
you.
throat out of some visiting
Give me
Minnesota
that.
Wild fans.
Yes.
Give me
Can
a
I do
Between
that?
the Berry Me concert and a freaking Pekin VFW just throwing chairs. I want to get hurt.
Yes,
Listen,
dude.
I want a
That's what
theater.
we're doing
People
here.
used to come to
That's
the
what we're
barn
doing.
and they were scared to play.
Feared for
And now they
lives.
come to Enterprise like, you guys want to get a massage while we're listening
Dude,
to
I
this
know. It
sultry
used to be
tones
so
of
much
Natasha
better, dude.
Bedingfield?
People would come to our stadium and
fired
they'd
up.
be like, they're angry. They're racist, which I like. And then they'd be like,
Which I liked.
they had brass knuckles. The cops used to come, and when the Blackhawks fans would get off the bus, they would just bust a couple of them in their heads with billy clubs just to send a message to the rest of the fans. And then they'd throw a couple of them in the drunk tank under the stadium.
That's what you do.
we're
That's
doing.
why you got it.
That's why we're doing
That's
this.
why we
Exactly.
have it. That's why we have them. I had an uncle that swore they put acid in the beer there. He's like, I don't know where else you can go drink 2 beers and be in a fist fight with your best friend in the aisle before the second intermission, but they're putting something in those beers.
Why can't they give away better prizes for more fun games during like the intermission?
It's a
They
great
give away
question.
like $10 or like a $5 lottery ticket. Like I want people to battle it out for like
No doubt.
holding
Yeah,
their
can we
hand.
have them
into-
ice jousting?
Dude, have them
Something.
stand barefoot on the ice with their hand on a car last one standing during the first and second intermission
win that.
wins that car. Because it's not going
That
to
would last so much longer than an intermission. wouldn't
do
it?
that. Your
Hey,
bare
15
feet.
minutes? Is that what an intermission is?
Your
Like
bare
20.
feet on that ice. I don't know if 15 minutes would be able to like.
You could do it.
I think your
I think
skin
they
would.
got real insurance issues on their hands. I think
Dude,
people
you
are
were
getting,
talking scraping skin
Well, I'd
at
go
first and second.
And
Dude, you're-
lick the bottom of my feet.
like you do, like
And
what
then I'd
Homer
stick.
Simpson did, which he
And
put
then
like
I'd
candle
stick.
wax in.
Yeah.
855-282-8255. Call in.
Call in,
How long
big
do you
man.
think you
Yeah.
can stand?
Call in
On
right
the
now.
thing of
Dude.
ice.
Call in right
All
now.
right, we
with
got
my-
Adam Wainwright on the phone.
I'll get back. Here, I got something.
Hey guys, I'll tell you, I can bring that when I got a song to get
Wish
to.
I had my guitar, man. I keep my feet on ice for 47 minutes.
I saw a hilarious meme today, not to make it the meme show
Christ,
or
maybe
anything,
do
but
it.
it was like somebody goes, I got on an elevator and there was country music playing, and I said, I hate Toby Keith. And the person was like, this isn't Toby Keith. And he goes, I don't care who the hell this is.
I love Toby Keith. Whoever
You
said
are
that
the
is an idiot,
put a
dude.
boot in
Your
your
ass.
ass.
It's
The American-
That's what they need to play at every break.
No.
Man, he got paid a
Just play
killing during that 9/11 era, though.
Him
He
and
made
Alan
a lot-
Jackson.
And that guy, who I'm proud to be an American guy,
Oh, Lee
that dude
Reed,
left to the
Oh,
Bahamas.
Listen, you want to talk
He
about a
left.
song?
He left America.
He left to the
He
That
left
was
America.
Craig. You know this. That was nationwide,
Oh.
played nonstop. That was more than the national anthem that year. I
Was
think.
that song
I
not written in
know-
the 1800s?
I know this is the hottest take ever, and I've said it on the show probably
The song sucks.
50 times. I hate
It's the
that
worst
song.
thing that's
I
ever
hate
been
that
created.
song as much as Walking in Memphis, which is a lot.
Ooh.
Which is a lot. I hate both of those songs. I thought they were by the same person for the longest time. I was like, this guy's proud to be American, walking all around Memphis.
Save it.
Walking in Memphis.
Walking with my
What?
feet 10
They
feet
probably
off the
probably play that in the second intermission. Natasha
No, that's when you
Bedingfield
score a goal. The
Yeah.
game winner. Walking in.
This is what I'm talking about.
I think we would
This is what I'm
mind that.
talking about.
Well,
KLIS 590 AM if you're driving through St. Louis. That's right. You're hearing everything right. We don't like Proud to
Yeah,
be an
this is the
American as a
content.
song.
it's
Okay.
the worst.
Canadians need to get it together because we're still listening to Natasha Bedingfield. And
Baseball's terrible.
Baseball's the worst. They've
Yep.
ruined baseball. Guys, I talk about this all the time. I have a tattoo on my body. It was one of my first tattoos with the Cardinal because I was like, there is no safer tattoo that I could ever get in this world than Cardinal baseball. I love Cardinal baseball. I'll love Cardinal baseball till the day I die. And the thing is I was sitting there this year and I was like, even if this team was good, even if they were competing, I would be watching the exact same amount of baseball. And it's not a testament to how the Cardinals winning or not winning. The game's unwatchable. But I wanted to say the other night, I was bowling. I bowl on Monday nights. And so they captured me for a minute because Monday night bowling, you got Monday night football going on. Well, there was some playoff baseball. Dodgers and Phillies are playing. Okay. It's the bottom of the ninth. The Dodgers are up 3-1 on the Phillies.
Edmund hit a home run.
Tommy Edmond did?
Yep.
What a unit he's turned out to
That
be.
ninth in that order.
Well, look at it.
I know.
Player development is the. If I had any money for the Cardinals and I was looking to, if I was a donor, let's say, or something like, if I had the funds, I put $40 million into player development. I've never seen more top 10 baseball prospects,
that's
not
just
top
it.
10 in the organization, top 10 in baseball not pan out, or guys who should have panned out long term with another team.
Yep.
It is no coincidence. They're not one-off. They're not two-offs. They do not know how to develop players. And here's a rule change I would like to implement. Instead of 6 years, it's 3 or 4 years.
Oh,
and then
before
you're
your
done.
time's up.
So you should, and first and second round picks should be mandatory in AA or
I
AAA.
agree.
Never start in Palm Beach. Never start in single A. JJ Weatherholt should have been up 2 months ago last year, and he's
Agreed.
probably not going to start on the Major League
They're
Baseball.
gaming. He won't
They
be on
are
it next year either.
ruining the young guys, and they're also ruining young fans who want to see the next generation play, not when they're 24, but when they're 20.
Well,
There's a lot more Juan Sotos out there, but no team wants to pay to see them. They just want to wait it out.
That's right.
And then offer them half the money for a little bit of a long-term deal, just like we've done in a lot of other players. Take arbitration down in half so you're not arguing at 24 if you deserve $4 million or 3.2. It is absolutely insane. You're ruining it. They're killing the game.
I tend to
That's
agree.
the rule change.
I
to
tend
happen.
to
You need to
agree.
get your players up quicker and stop playing 37,
Cardinals-
38-year-olds on friendly deals just to eat innings. Miles Michaelis, Adam Wainwright, your end of your career. Like, I am not kidding. Stop with the inning eaters. I can't do it anymore. I just cannot do it anymore. I'd rather see 20-year-olds struggle than 35-year-olds
Well, that's the thing.
barely survive the season without a respirator. I cannot do it any longer. Take over.
That's the
Done.
thing. The DeWitts saw this year. They kind of got a little hotter in the beginning than they planned on. They told us we were going into a rebuild. They have wasted 2 seasons that we could already be 2 seasons into a rebuild and ready to rock and roll. This isn't a matter of not spending money. We've spent, I think, something like, I want to say $100 million more than the Brewers have over the course of the last 5 years. So it's not a matter of not spending with your conference opponents. It's not that whatsoever. It's so hard to watch. The Cardinals have not raised a superstar prospect since Yadier Molina. And
they have. They just play for other teams.
Well, they've certainly had some run through the farm.
I'm telling you, Tavares was,
He was
as
the guy.
tragic as that incident was.
That's where it fell apart.
That is the start. If you just look at that,
buddy.
now you're overpaying for a
Even
Dexter
before
Fowler.
that,
You're
though.
putting Grichuk and Piscotty and hyping them up to be
We hope.
5-tool
I
players.
actually
Do you
hope-
think that's the most the most important thing, or the thing that happened, the catalyst
I'll
that
tell you.
happened to where the Cardinals started to fall
I think
off?
that's
I think it was before that. I think
I Molina's retirement is the thing.
Well, we knew that the wheels were going to fall off because Molina was the manager on the field. They're sinfully prideful.
Oh,
They
wait.
cannot-
Can you finish the Phillies Dodgers thing real quick?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
hold
sitting
that-
there.
hold
I'm
that
sorry, I
thought.
had to
I will.
take.
No, that's okay. So I'm sitting there. I'm watching
Yeah,
it.
you did.
And it was all the things that we love about October baseball. It's in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Phillies got to get 2 runs across to tie the game. They've got a runner on second,
Tyler
one
Green
out.
at the plate.
They got a runner on second, 1 out. Mookie Betts, they all meet in the center, which, by the way, Mookie Betts transferring from the outfield to being an elite
Second base.
shortstop.
That's a first ballot.
Shortstop?
Yep.
He's unbelievable.
Yep.
He's a fantasy.
Shortstop.
He's a
So-
fantasy dream.
so-
Shortstop and outfield.
Oh,
that plays
unbelievable,
every day.
dude.
Yeah.
And he's
I
playing
thought he
really
played
well. So
second for them.
they all meet at the middle. There's 1 out. There's a runner on second. It's 3-1. Max Muncy playing third. I can't remember who was hitting for the Phillies, but they all meet in the middle. They go back to their positions. Dude lays down a beautiful bunt down the third base line. Beautiful, right? They're going to move that runner up to third. Muncy charges the ball. Mookie Betts covers third base. Freddie Freeman is on his horse to cover second base so that they're not giving up a double on the bunt. They execute the most beautiful wheel play, just perfect fundamental baseball. And I'm sitting there in the bowling alley, just rock hard. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it is the highest stakes because if Muncy lets that ball sail, the run scores, the next runner moves up either to second, maybe even to third base with only 1 out, and the game is it is a huge play. And they talked to Freddie, and then the next play was like kind of a weird chopper up the middle, and somebody like short hops Freeman. It like double hops to first, still a bang play. He kind of short hops it, picks it to end the game. It was like really high drama, high stakes drama. That October stuff that we got to feel, and we had a good run.
Yeah.
Listen, we had a great run, and we knew that it wasn't going to last forever, and that's fine. Yeah. It was blatantly obvious after like the 2014 season, 2015, we were still competing to making the playoffs, but like we were just playing to make the playoffs. We weren't a powerhouse in the league. Like it was like the strategy shifted from we don't have to win the division. We just got to get a chance at this play-in wild card game. And it's anybody's game from there, which there is some truth to that, but that certainly should not be the freaking strategy, right?
Yep.
And everybody's kind of asking questions. So at the time, we've got Alex Reyes, who looks like he can't miss. All of these guys, by the way, are absolutely destroying. Dude, Colby Rasmus, when I say that when he and Mike Trout were on the same field, when Springfield would play the Northwest Arkansas, also like Naturals, Colby was the better player. Colby was the 5-tool player. He was incredible. That team was so good. It was like Alan Craig at third base, Tyler Green at shortstop, Colby Rasmussen center. Matt Carpenter was playing, I think, second or first at the time. point is, they were they throughout all when they're playing against their peers, absolutely stroking. They get to the big leagues and they're lost, just completely lost. And I feel like if you don't let these guys play every day and make adjustments at the big league level, then whatever you're doing in the minors is completely moot. We've seen this time and again. Let's just go through a list of can't miss players that the Cardinals had. Number one prospects, untradeable prospects, Carson Kelly, which they were never going to trade Yadier Molina. They were never going to get rid of Yadier Molina.
Yeah,
so like there was a time when they could have got the world for Carson Kelly. They got not much. The year we traded Colby Rasmus away, the Rays in the offseason offered us James Shields and BJ Upton for Colby Rasmus. He was untradeable. Alex Reyes, Carlos Martinez, Jack Flaherty,
Dylan
Carlson,
Oh my God.
Randall Grichuk. It goes on and on. Piscotty wasn't supposed to be this great player. He was just like a double hitting machine. Him and Alan Craig both. Like
Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker, buddy, does not want to play.
He doesn't want to play.
He does not want to play.
He's not into baseball.
He's
a very smart guy. Like,
Sure.
I bet you he has a lot of opportunities outside of baseball.
Sure.
Because he is very smart. And
It's just they just don't care. And honestly, like Marmol is just he's such a unit.
He is the worst.
He's such a
I've ever
unit.
seen, especially since we got rid of Schilt for Marmol. Like that to me.
Word around the campfire. Well, I didn't see.
They're both Schilt's not the easiest guy to get along with.
I was a Shilty guy. All of my memories are popping up from us playing, and like he'd say things like, "Let's just go eat, boys," and I'm like, "That's an old school man." He's an old school manager, and that's the deal. Is like the office takes more and more control, and I think it's part of the reason why Tony was like, "I'm done." Like because he still went on to manage again. Like I don't think that Tony was done. I think he kind of saw the writing on the wall, and I think they told him, "Hey, we're going to kind of start doing things how we want to from up here." Well, the problem with the sabermetrics, as far as I'm concerned, on that level, on the player development level, is that these young can't miss studs that are raking at the mind, they're never given enough. They can never catch a rhythm. Ever, because we're playing matchups. Oh, this guy he hits this right-hander who might come into the game in the fifth. He hits him a little bit better than this guy. So we're going to sit the guy who went 4 for 5 yesterday because we like the way that this matchup looks. Enough with all of this stuff. Let your guys become everyday stars.
Yeah. No, I got 2 thoughts. The Cardinals, I believe the culture has gone awry. I think the Blues do a very good job of keeping guys around who keep the culture, and it starts with Doug Armstrong. He wants to put his foot on your neck and end you. He has that famous quote from the playoffs where he's like, "You got to jam the knife in their head." You know where Doug Armstrong stands.
Absolutely.
Everything, okay? The Cardinals lost the plot because we were always the Cardinals kind of had a little bit of they had a blue collar.
We're a blue bud.
Yeah, we liked hard workers and stuff. I remember going to the games and it seemed like it was drawing in people from not St. Louis, but all over. That's why we could fill the stadium all the time. People would be like, "I'm coming in for the weekend. I'm visiting St. Louis, going to take in a Cardinals game." Families would come in for a weeknight if you lived an hour away. Like it was a big thing. I remember people taking
come down from Iowa, coming in from Kentucky,
100%,
Arkansas.
Then they would keep score. I remember a lot more people like keeping score in the stands, and this is 20 years ago or whatever. But where we lost the plot is like that Cardinal mentality of we only accept excellence around here. We only will. We've totally lost that to where we're like, no, now we kind of look at some numbers and
I agree.
We kind of hired this guy, and then we have philosophical differences, and we're kind of going to tell you guys wouldn't really understand what we're doing here. So that's what I think the major problem with the Cardinals is the culture. Like bring a Carpenter back in, bring a Molina back in, bring a Pujols. That's how you keep those generational dynasties.
100%. I think that's what the whole red jacket thing. Willie McGee coaching, all Ozzie Smith teaching ground, like all of it's a continuation.
Yes.
Once you're a part of this culture, you'll always be a part of this culture. Watch this, kid. If you ever get traded away, when you come back, even you or even Daniel DeScalzo is going to get a standing ovation.
Legend.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so 100%. There's 100% that. Also, it's. If Mozeliak and Marmol are your faces towards the media, it's lost. Oof. It's lost. And like I will say, I like the idea of Marmol. here's the deal. It's like, why are we playing tricks on ourselves? You remember like the Immaculate Conception thing with weed? Like, we're going to listen. There's like we're making up rules, right, in order to kind of excuse ourselves, and it's the exact same thing. Why couldn't we just be honest with ourselves? Come out and say, hey, this is Ollie Marmol. He lives in Albert Pujols' house when Albert moved to LA. But he lives in Albert's house in West County. We're going to employ him as the manager for the next 2 years. We're going to bring back in Albert Pujols and Yachty. We're going to let them have their swan song with Wainwright. And in 2 years' time, we're going to fire Ollie Marmol because we have a plan for our management.
I would love something.
Just be honest about it.
Yes, I would love that.
Be honest about it. We know that Pujols and Molina were leading that locker room the last time we made the playoffs, and Marmol was the manager. Marmol did one thing that I will forever hold dear in my heart. Marmol told CB Buckner how worthless he was as an umpire, and I've wanted that to happen since I was like a 7-year-old. So like when he went, it's one of the most epic, because like Tony wasn't kind of that guy, but Marmol was just like, you shouldn't be employed, which is something that anybody who's ever watched baseball completely agrees with. You should not be employed. You're terrible at your job. And all these things were caught on mic, and John Boy covered it. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, Marmol. If you're going to do something, because you're not running this team, you're not running the squad. The guy upstairs in the booth is making all the decisions with the ascot on. The guy, which I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go to Colorado. He's the worst. I wouldn't be surprised if he. Listen, I
got Mo taken.
Mo was very successful.
He lost a passion for baseball, bro.
Real quick.
Right.
He's closer to working for Cushman Wakefield than he am for the Cardinals the last 5 years. He's more at real estate, and it ruined it with the ballpark village because the DeWitts early didn't have any other streams of revenue outside of ticket sales. You got a little bit of revenue there, and you got your apparel. But the right when they started dipping in hundreds of millions a year, getting your little ballpark village, getting your high rises, they didn't need anything else related to baseball.
I agree.
A ton of money.
I agree.
And Mozeliak, you can't tell me he was solely focused on the team and the roster and all of this development, also while managing the entire construction process.
1,000,000%. And it, just like so many people online, they lost the thread. The Cardinals, I will say, and if you talk to anybody, even Bryce Harper, when Bryce Harper's contract came up before the Phillies snagged him up, he was like, I wouldn't mind playing in St. Louis.
Yeah, we ruined the boat on that. And Max Scherzer, don't forget Max Scherzer calling the Cardinals.
Max will forever be.
Max calling the Cardinals.
It will forever be the big miss. He was texting Waino,
and he hates him now. He hates the organization. It's good for him. I love it.
That's exactly they lost the thread. They completely
won 3 Cy Youngs after that.
And he carries the torch of the Carpenters, of the Waynos. He's like, just give me the ball, get out of my way.
And but they lost the thread. The Cardinals are great at providing a baseball experience, leading the way and providing a full day baseball experience for fans. When fans come in and they do the ballpark village thing and they do all of that, they're like, whoa, this is what it. And now everybody in the league kind of sees it and they're doing it. But they were definitely, like, they weren't the first and only ones doing it, but they were definitely pioneers, pioneers in that regard. But they forgot that the most entertaining thing about baseball, and the most important thing about baseball entertainment, is a product on the field, in this town. Like, we're not LA and we're not Miami. So it's not about like how many fun little games I can play. If we're losing, I'm not coming down here. You're not going to keep raising the price on the tickets for me to watch a worse and worse product every day. Part of it is their own development. Part of it is Rob Manfred is the Antichrist. And print that off. He's the worst. Rob Manfred has ruined baseball. And I always wonder, like, are guys like Manfred or Goodell, I mean, are they the Antichrist or are they just mouthpieces for these billionaires who have this billionaires club and they're like, hey, let's change it up and see how we can raise a little more revenue.
Palantir.
They probably both work for Palantir. Is there a rule? Do we have to have one Antichrist? Maybe it's a 2-man job. Thanks a bunch, Manfred and Goodell.
I think watching the Cardinals, there's a lot of things you can point out. But, like, in terms of what I've seen be the deterioration of my love for baseball, and I'll bring up 2 things. One of which, Chris Bryant, top tier prospect.
Hey, what happened to him?
Before he came up, remember that he was the number 1 baseball prospect. Yeah. He hit like 380 with like 12 bombs in spring.
Won like an MVP at third base or something.
Yeah, but that year he
They
wasn't
couldn't bring him
quite
up.
ready.
Yeah.
And then
I
they
know.
brought him up during that arbitration. So obviously deliberately holding the clock of a
That's right.
superstar, and that is why he's not there anymore. They got lucky that he isn't, but
Yep.
nonetheless. And also what I have seen with the Pittsburgh Pirates are like that needs to be investigated. The owner should be for sale. Having Paul Skeens,
I know.
and not only that city, if you've never been to that stadium, that city,
It's awesome.
it's amazing. It's
Dude,
amazing. Their history with a
Their
bunch of
downtown, Pittsburgh's Riverwalk downtown situation is. I love Pittsburgh. It felt like St.
it's
Louis.
such
in
a
the
great
Northeast.
city, man.
It's a cool town.
And
It
that
really is.
history and tradition of
Beautiful.
Pittsburgh, whether it be Clemente or Bonds in the late 80s,
Totally.
and
Dude,
what
I
they're
have the
doing to
best
that
picture of Willie
franchise
Stargell.
is embarrassing, and it should be a forced sale. You should not
No.
have any say in what you're doing with a $40 million payroll. When guys are making
I
$40
agree.
million a year, their whole entire payroll
I
is
agree.
$40 million.
You should
If
have
there's
to
not a
pay
floor,
in
you
X amount in order to get the revenue sharing. Like you have to have X amount in order to get paid. I have this picture of Dave Parker. It's so cool. It's like from the 70s when the We Are Family Pirates, and he's wearing this shirt and it says, I just got to pull it up. There you go.
Is Doug Dre back in it?
If you hear any noise, it's just me and the boys bopping.
Yes,
Bro,
sir, dude.
tell me that is not the
Yes,
coolest thing.
sir.
And I'm like, can we get back to that? Because when I was a little kid, you know, the first World Series I remember us winning is 06. I wasn't born in 82. I was too young for the loss in 85. I was still pretty young, 87. And then the 90s were hard.
Dude.
We were not good until 96. And I'll never forget
I
it.
love the 90s.
Well, I did-
Langford, Brian Jordan.
Well, that's when we started getting good. When we had
Greg
Brian Jordan,
Jeffries.
that was when they brought Tony in. You know, Greg Jeffries was before that. And even before that was Pedro Guerrero.
I
And
love
like that,
him.
Pedro Guerrero was my favorite. But that team was middling at best. They were not a good squad. And so, like, I didn't really see, like, the winners like they did throughout the 80s. And you know, it was reminiscent of the 70s. And it looks like kind of where we're at right now, where it's like it used to feel like the DeWitts were always going to care so much. And now it does not. And also, like, okay, the old man, you know, Junior is like, he seems like he's, you know, on his way out. And dude, Triple Sticks looks like he doesn't want anything to do with the
No,
Cardinals.
and I think he's holding on because he knows.
I think he wants to sell.
I think the younger guy. I think
Yeah.
younger DeWitt wants to sell
Yes,
immediately.
I do
Well,
too.
what they bought the team
Immediately.
for like
Pittance.
500 million.
No,
or
not even 100.
200.
I think it was like 100.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I would-
now it's worth of billions.
They 10x them.
10 years ago, I would have begged for a DeWitt to never sell the team.
Me too.
But I actually think you need a refresher, and I think it would be nice. And also, I have an idea of a relegation system just for owners, not for MLB teams, but you should have in your contract when you sign and you buy a team. In 8 years, you should have a winning percentage above X and a payroll above X, or you're going to be having the league vote and see if you should be relegated and sell the team. Because, like, literally, what Pittsburgh is doing to a superstar generational player in a beautiful baseball city with so much rich heritage, that is a crime to me in terms of viewership. I'm not even a passionate Pirate fan. I could care
You're
less
not?
about the team, but what they're doing to it is I just feel terrible.
You feel bad for
It
you
just
feel bad for the
sucks,
fans.
man.
Like there are certain cities where you just gotta feel bad for fan bases. Yep, 150 million, and now it's worth 2.55.
Yeah, but don't forget the $90 million parking lot they sold. So it's $60 million for the actual team.
That's right. I forgot about
Dude,
that.
our 93 team wasn't bad at all.
Was that
dude.
Greg Jeffries at
Pagnon-
first? Tommy
Pagnozzi,
Pags,
yep,
Todd Zeal on third.
Todd Zeal.
Yep. Shortstop was Ozzy. Second base was it still Okendo in 93? Might have been Luis Alicea.
He was on the team, but Alicea was
Luis Alicea, left field, Bernard Gilkey,
Yep.
or maybe he was right field.
Yep. No, he left field.
Okay, Langford in center,
Yep.
and right field was probably.
And he had a huge year this year.
Right field. Hang on, who we get right field?
Hard hitting.
Mark Whitten. Oh baby! Oh, hard hitting Mark Whitten.
My dad used to call him light hitting Mark Whitten, and I'd be like,
Until he hit
that's
4 by. Don't
hilarious.
you never say that about that. Hit 4 home runs in the game, Dad.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, we had Geronimo Pena, who I
Yep.
was a big
Yeah,
fan of.
just because his name was Geronimo.
Yeah, I
You know what
loved
they
it,
should have
dude.
done? They
Ozzie
should have just-
Canseco.
They should have remodeled Bush 2 instead of making Bush 3. I hate to be a hot take, but when I was a kid, Bush 2 still cannot be beat.
Oh,
It was
I
awesome,
love
dude.
Bush
It
too.
was
I
so
think
awesome.
I think they
I
could have
love
put
Bush
150, 200 million into making that more.
I loved Bush too. I
Dude,
don't.
we had
I
Lee
don't-
Arthur Smith that year,
Yeah,
dude. 43
Lee, I
saves,
remember,
dude.
dude.
Lee Arthur
I'll
was the
never forget
man.
when
It
he
sounds
would
like
come
you're part
out.
of like the Black Panther.
He might have.
I would
Oh,
have
by
recruited
the way,
him.
5350 is our break.
All right.
We got
Good enough.
combined.
Well,
Yeah.
let's do this real quick to end it, because a lot of what we're saying is absolute nonsense.
Sure.
Because name the top 10, maybe the top 5 teams since the year 2000.
Oh,
How
I
many
hate
wins?
that. I hate this stat. I hate this stat because
How many wins?
I complain about the years where they're like when you knew they were being terrible. Like
right.
I just think that you got to judge Mosaic differently.
No,
in
I'm
the
just
early
like as far as a franchise.
So what is it?
What
Is it
franchises
Dodgers?
have the
Dodgers
most
have the
wins?
most.
Dodgers are 2.
Yankees.
Giants are 7.
Oh,
Yankees are 1.
Cardinals are 3.
Cardinals are 3.
Yeah.
4 is probably
Now the Indians.
Red
were-
Sox.
Red Sox.
5 is-
Indians are 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had Tommy. I mean, they've been good for a while, and I mean,
yeah.
Jose Ramirez
Well,
has been amazing. But like,
I will-
Can we call them the Guardians,
Listen,
please?
that's-
Are you
No,
gonna-
hell no, dude.
You're gonna get us
The
kicked
the
off the air,
Indians were
dude.
sick. Their pinstripe
I
jerseys were
love
dope.
I will
They're
never not
What
call
What
him
was
the
his
Tribe.
name? What was his name?
Which one?
The
Albert
Indian.
Bell,
No,
Kenny
they had a
Lofton?
name for the
Oh, Chief.
Wiggum.
No, that's.
Illinois with Chief
That's
Alinowick,
the
man, and
Simpsons.
I hate that they got rid of.
Yeah,
That
dude. What are we
halftime dance.
doing? Okay, so you guys have almost all of them except for 5.
Number 5.
Cubs are terrible.
Known for their unreal pitching staff for years when we were younger.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Braves.
Braves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then 3 teams, which you'll never get the 10th team, but the last 3 are Houston, Philadelphia,
Mhm.
and Oakland.
Are the Padres in
Was
there?
Oakland 10 or
Oakland is 10.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, there were some years
Zeno
there where
Hudson.
Oakland was. They had
Yeah,
the craziest.
dude.
They had the craziest rotation.
Wow.
Don't forget Chavez too at third.
Vegas.
You know,
Yeah.
and he was. Yeah, they had some good
Chief
players.
Wahoo.
Chief Wahoo, yep. And the
Got him right before. Got him.
playoff wins were also in 4th, but we have a losing.
That's the more telling stat. We've been in the playoffs probably more than almost all of those teams, but it does not amount to wins. And
Yep,
also, I
yep,
will say,
you're absolutely right.
I will say, and that's that whole get in and spray and pray, like just get in and win is kind of the whole deal. But it's like, yeah, but your rotation ain't built for it, and that's what wins games.
Absolutely.
And so, like, also this project where it's like, I'm gonna buy out contracts for $40 million. We did it with Matt Carpenter early on. We did it with Alan Craig. We did it like, I thought that was so dumb. Like why are you paying for these? I understand if you're locking in crazy. They did it with Albert, right? Like, we got crazy value on Albert's contract, like 7 years, $100 million. We got like $350 million worth of production. Nobody made that kind of money now. Like, if you had Albert Pujols' stats from in his crazy
Well,
run
Juan Soto
to
just
now,
signed for
he would
like-
get $900 million
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
$900 million. Guys, thanks for tuning in for the hottest
Oh, yeah, we
sports
gotta
takes
go.
that St. Louis has ever heard. This is 590 AM KLIS Hoosier Sophisticate. It's going to be a long break because we skipped right through that first one. We'll catch you on the other side of it. So
Yeah, we have like 10 minutes.
Oh, I love this
fuck
sports
them.
show.
We're like, we
I
pay
love the
them.
sports show.
We could do this the whole time. Like, I don't have to have anything written out for this.
College is the only sport I love anymore, I feel
Yeah,
like.
me too.
It's
Me-
drawing me
I,
back in.
it's such a
It's drawing me
passion. You
back
got
into
kids
sports.
in there with
That's why
their
I
fucking
want to kiss.
shirts.
Fucking, I actually have
They're
gotten
getting
to where
tanked. They
I
already have
love-
Dag in the stand.
I knew I was
Now
going to
they're
like
getting
them.
Nobody's really fighting in college. And all the
NIL fixed it. NIL fixed it.
Oh, yeah.
We would still be watching Alabama.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card. Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered. The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
You don't get much better than this. Yeah. What are you so happy about? I'm on the pill. Aren't you two a bit old to worry about having more kids? Not her, me. You lost me there, buddy. Steelman pills. Things weren't always looking up, if you catch my drift. So my doctor prescribed me a little something. Like Viagra? Yeah, but that's expensive, and it wasn't covered by my insurance. Steelman pills cost me less than $3 a pill, and virtually the same effect. I just called and got over 40 pills for only $99. I have this friend who might be looking. Well, if your friend wants some help, the consultation is free over the phone. No clinic. Steelman Pill sends it in the mail in a confidential package. I'm on it. I mean, my friend might be on it.
Steelman Pills, going the extra mile to help men with erectile dysfunction.
800-915-9371. 800-915-9371. 800-915-9371. That's 800-915-9371.
Hey, Cap, summer's winding down, but I keep thinking, my backyard is weak, man. I need a pool and maybe even a fire pit. Cam, you know who can handle that? Merrimack Pools and Outdoors. They're a family-owned St. Louis company, been doing this for 25 years. They do more than just pools, right? Oh, yeah, patios, outdoor kitchens, sport courts, fire features, the whole outdoor package. They'll design it, build it, and make it look amazing. That sounds like trouble for my neighbors when I start hosting barbecues with the boys. Exactly. And here's the best part. Free consultations, smart pool features like LED lighting and spa integration, financing options, and they back it all with a lifetime manufacturer warranty. That's legit. And you know I like local. They're licensed, insured, bonded, and based right here in St. Louis. If you want the ultimate backyard, head to SplashSTL.com. Hit up SplashSTL.com for more information and receive a free salt cell included in your package, a $2,000 value. SplashSTL.com.
The choice of lawyers on tort safety should not be based solely on
At Brown and Crouppen, we get that after an accident, money's tight. That's why we offer so much for free. First call, free. First consultation, free. Stuck at home or in the hospital, we'll come to you for free. So call Brown and Crouppen, where we don't get paid unless you do. And your first consultation is free.
Joined now by the boss, Dave Green. Dave, we're building something pretty special here, but running a growing media company takes more than great content. Tell us why you chose Home Bank for your business bank.
For us, it's all about relationships. With Home Bank, we're not just an account number. We know the people there, and they know us, our goals, and where we're headed. That personal connection makes all the difference.
Greener, when you say relationships, what does that really look like?
They not only know my name, Cam, they know our business. And when I need something, whether it's a phone call or a text, weekday or weekend, morning or night, I get a response from someone I know and help with whatever I need.
That's huge. And for a business like ours, you need a bank that can move at the pace you're moving.
Exactly. We're in a fast-changing media world, and Home Bank has been a steady partner through it all.
Home Bank is a team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001. Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank, they're your business partner.
What are you so happy about? I'm on the pill. Aren't you two a bit old to worry about having more kids? Not her, me. You lost me there, buddy. Steelman pills. Things weren't always looking up, if you catch my drift. So my doctor prescribed me a little something. Like Viagra? Yeah, but that's expensive, and it wasn't covered by my insurance. Steelman pills cost me less than $3 a pill, and virtually the same effect. I just called and got over 40 pills for only $99. I have this friend who might be looking. Well, if your friend wants some help, the consultation is free over the phone. No clinic. Steelman Pill sends it in the mail in a confidential package. I'm on it. I mean, my friend will be on it.
Steelman Pills, going the extra mile to help men with erectile dysfunction.
800-915-9371. 800-915-9371. 800-915-9371. That's 800-915-9371.
Joined now by the boss, Dave Green. Dave, we're building something pretty special here, but running a growing media company takes more than great content. Tell us why you chose Home Bank for your business banking.
For us, it's all about relationships. With Home Bank, we're not just an account number. We know the people there, and they know us, our goals, and where we're headed. That personal connection makes all the difference. business.
Greener, when you say relationships, what does that really look like?
They not only know my name, Cam, they know our business. And when I need something, whether it's a phone call or a text, weekday or weekend, morning or night, I get a response from someone I know and help with whatever I need.
That's huge. And for a business like ours, you need a bank that can move at the pace you're moving.
Exactly. We're in a fast-changing media world, and Home Bank has been a steady partner through it all.
Home Bank is a team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001. Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank, they're your business partner.
The new information station, 590 AM KLIX, Wood River, St. Louis.
Israel and Hamas are close to a peace deal this day after marking 2 years since the October 7th attacks.
People in Gaza took to the streets to celebrate, while people in New York, which has the largest Jewish population outside of Israel, remain skeptical.
Yeah, because sometimes making an agreement with a party you don't trust because you can't keep on just stretching out and fighting the war.
And I feel like they've done this before where they agree and then they're like, oh, actually, we have extra contingencies that we want to put on it. As part of the first phase of the agreement, the White House expects remaining hostages to be released, while Palestinian prisoners will also be let go. Israel will also go back troops in Gaza in stages. I'm Natalie McNeely.
President Trump says he's bringing back Columbus Day.
Thursday at the White House, the president signed a Columbus Day proclamation saying, "We're back, Italians." Former President Biden recognized both Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day, which is meant to honor Native peoples. President Trump has been highly critical of what he calls the woke targeting of Christopher Columbus and other historical figures, how they're being taught in schools. Columbus Day is still a recognized federal holiday, falling this year.
You're not going to do that today. We're not going to tell this kid he can't cheer for the Blues. I'll fucking show you. And I remember being like, oh, maybe I shouldn't cheer so much. And I'm like,
Yeah, make you self-conscious about it,
dude. I was like, absolutely not. Go put me in the nosebleed.
On that other YouTube deal I have. Oh, you got one pulled up?
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
Dude, and oh, by the way, MLS has like social media plant that make up chants that people read. Like, I hate that chants are all natural. The cheering is fake.
I
Everything
did not make
feels.
any friends in the FC page when I told them how lame all of that crap is. Like, I'm sorry. Are we talking soccer and hockey?
Yes.
I'll save it.
Save it.
Oh, I got to take.
Yep.
For one, hockey is so much better. And two, soccer at age 5. I
How
was
much
like,
time we got?
2 minutes. Two-ish, yeah. When I was 5, it's like soccer could be the next big thing in America. Dude, I'm 36. We are no closer to when I was 5 than now to winning a World Cup,
Nope.
to having any talent stay in the United States.
Yeah, we get all excited when our guys go around the world.
Because we know so few. There's like 5 of them that you can name that are actually productive.
Yep.
You know, Sergeant,
And it's the
Plisnik, like no,
most
that's
we've
all
ever
you
had.
And the most right now.
It's the most
And-
we've ever had.
Although there is a fan page, remember his brother is in the MLS, which I thought was cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he played 4 years at Indiana and had like 3 all Big Tens.
Oh, that's sick.
He was the first round pick. But still,
That'd be fun. The wage, the league minimum wage is $84.
I guess you can get yourself a nice little 1 bed, 1 bath.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in St. Louis, 84 ain't bad. You're in LA, 84, might as well sleep on the
Hey,
street.
like, look at what Gavin Newsom doing to the homeless. It's like, actually, I'm just
It's an MLS player.
Actually, work across the street at the stadium. All right, another bed.
That's so good, dude. A couple LA Galaxy
Well, why are
players
you
out there.
pinned up next to all the whores? I'm like, those are the WNBA players. They play for the LA Sparks.
Spark jerseys.
God, and it's. I wish I had an unlimited amount of money. I could just create skits.
Oh,
10-minute skits.
we're almost
have
there.
cameras and
We're getting close.
We're real close.
That's my
Sora.
dream. Is skit comedy is
Absolutely,
like my thing.
dude.
I fucking think
Just ideas.
you
Just
can
coming
come
up
up
with
with
ideas.
anything
Yes,
and
dude.
generate so much fucking shit. Like Key and Peele should
I
come up with that.
love that shit, dude. Oh, here we go.
Dude, by the way, they have the same.
They
4
say they can
commercial
hear
spots.
everything.
Very cool. Is it something to do with this?
It's got to be YouTube. These are off and down.
That's legit, and you know I like local. They're licensed, insured, bonded.
God, that'd be so funny though. They got a lot of tape. About anybody,
Yeah, for sure.
or did I? I can't.
I don't remember.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? We should just keep doing that.
To the Hoosier
Why did we
Sophisticate
throw that before?
show.
What's
Well,
up?
yeah, well,
Walking
apparently,
to Memphis was needed.
apparently there were some mics that may have been live on the YouTube feed. Sorry about it. But
Fuck you and have fun with
I
the
think,
MLS.
but all the mics going out to the world on the radio, I think we're good. So we should have probably juked and jived.
What's great is I'm not on a payroll, so
Yeah,
I
no
didn't
one
mind
cares around here. The station doesn't care. No one cares.
I'm not on a
Oh, yeah, we are getting hot mics. Hey, guys, the MLS sucks. It does. It's the worst. It's the worst product. And I feel like something doesn't get talked about in this town at all. And I'm kind of serious, but also half kidding. Is Carolyn Kendall Betts, the owner of St. Louis City, is just a sweet moron. God love her. She's just the granddaughter of a rich man. And then he's like, here, get a team. It's a little DEI hire. Here you go. Girl boss. This is a girl. Our team, the problem is our team, we're like team girl boss.
Well, we started.
I love the idea. Don't get me wrong. Love the idea. Girl boss. Sweet.
That's why.
But
our
also,
pink,
let's win.
Yeah, that's why our pink jerseys look red because like she thinks they look red, but like no, it's pink.
Oh,
our jerseys are pink.
And a part of the problem is the MLS crowd. Like we got into a little bit, and I'm sure you heard it on the YouTube feed. But
if you did, we have ideas. We have ideas. They're coupled with unsavory language and maybe a hot take that can be considered a lot of, maybe not the
hate
right
crime.
things.
Sure,
Hate crimes. Maybe they were hate crimes, but also.
I hope they didn't hear about her soccer team name.
Yeah, those are our ideas too. We get. That's our intellectual property.
That's right. Copyright.
Right here, 10/9/25. We chase misprinted lies.
That's right.
We NDA'd and patented Antifa.
And the homeless LA Galaxy, and Spark players.
How far did
86 grand only? That's what the minimum wage is.
How do you live in Los Angeles playing MLS soccer?
Dude, they just heard our skit.
Row. Dude, Skid Row.
We talked about the $82,000 salary for the MLS player. We were having a funny bit of like the cop goes, "What are you doing here in this homeless encampment?" It's like, dude, I work across the street. Getting, like,
You didn't watch me last night. I had 3 assists.
My name is Guillermo Diego Los Sotros, and they're like, "What are you? What to do?"
Like I'm the left winger.
Ice game.
But also, here's the WNBA team that bunks next to us.
Yeah,
that's a funny skit.
Yeah, they're just munching box over in the corner. Cardboard boxes.
Sure.
Cardboard
Bento
boxes.
Because obviously they're building their homes.
Yes, they're building their homes.
Why does the MLS suck, Steve?
Oh, it's the
Gotta
fans.
make a
The
board.
fans suck.
Wear my
Listen,
parachute.
I love soccer, okay? And this town loves soccer, but this town deserves better. All the new nerds, I feel like, have taken the
Gatekeepers.
over.
There's never been a sport that's had worse gatekeepers.
If you're a new nerd,
soccer.
shut up. It's
Shut
like
up.
It's like everyone who's like, I don't like NCAA football. I don't like basketball. I hate baseball. I don't like any of it. Soccer is going to be my sport. And if you're going to pay attention to my sport, you're going to stand. You're going to sing my dumb songs. Because I went to a game where a guy from Kansas City, our hated rival, the people we hate the most, okay? The best thing about soccer, my favorite.
Tell them what it is.
Who is?
Tell them what all of the locals call that big game. All the American people call that
the derby. The derby. No, don't get him.
I didn't think I could hate a sport more, and now I think I actually want
This
to.
is where I had a
Choke 'em out at
I had
the
a
Darby.
fun little run going where everybody was saying what the mascot should be. And of course, our friends over at TMA,
Furries,
the
baby.
dogs ran
Yep.
for a while, and and then there was the guys that were like the ravioli boys or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And I thought, this town is built on the fur trade, so we
Always
should
has
be the
been, always will be.
furries. And I was kind of playing this little bit in the page, and I was making people were like, I don't think that word means what you think it means. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's fur trade. That's what I'm talking about. and then so now I'm making people explain to me, like I'm 5, the whole kink aspect of the furry community and what a furry actually is. It's just a fun little joke. And every time they come in, like I'd be like, furries and dogs unite. Dogs have fur. Furries and dogs. And people are like, we want to be the Hellcats. And I'm like, yeah, we should be the Nighthawks.
No.
We should be the laser teeth. Like, shut up. And so it's like all of these things, like I'm having fun with it, but also
River rats.
people are enjoying the content. They're laughing along. We got a nice little give and take.
This is why I have stock and palantir. Drone that person in their temple.
And then they started calling it a derby.
That's
and
the worst,
I can't do
Is
it
it
because
derby?
it just as soon as they announced they were coming to St. Louis, it's like all the guys that have the channels to watch EPL and these big soccer fans when it's not cool to be soccer fans, right? Well, finally in their hometown, they're going to get a sport where they're the authority on what's happening in the soccer world, and the real fans call it a derby. And it's like soccer in this town is about almost as old as it is in just about every English club, okay? The St. Louis Stars, Pele played in this town, okay? The 1950 U.S. team, it was stacked full of St. Louisans. We know the game of soccer.
We're not
right?
this new
We're
crap
not.
nerd
We're
stuff.
not these cool kids from
No, we're not.
Austin
We're
wearing
not.
teeny weeny beanies.
No, little
okay?
black rimmed glasses with like
Stop
clear
it.
underneath
Handlebar
it.
mustaches and nose rings. Stupid
old
idiots.
paper boys.
Stupid
You
idiots.
look like an MLS super fan right now, dude.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to speak up.
You're
Somebody's
an
gotta
MLS
speak.
plant.
It's
You're
okay.
He is.
It's okay to look like this and not be a total nerd.
That's a great point. That is such a good point, dude. Because I got upset because I thought it was Terrence Trent Darby.
Right. What song did he?
Sign Your Name. A wishing well. Let him go with the wishing well, kiss and tell. I'm wishing well the dreams. You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about.
But no, we had a chance
up, Shaggy?
against KC where they had a player who was pushing our dude Celio, who's probably one of the few guys I actually respect on the team. Yeah, you heard that right.
I'm a Celio guy.
And they're pushing each other, and this guy scores a goal and puts his ears to straight to our crowd, straight to our supporters section. Okay, if this was if this was Argentina, someone would have run out there like an absolute animal and stone cold speared this guy for going, or shoot a Molotov right in his chest.
A beanbag.
Yeah, something, dude.
Somebody do that.
They would have done something.
One of
But
the
in
players
this game,
gives one of them.
well, Celio and him were going back and forth. So
Good.
Celio was the only person standing up. I looked over to my buddy who I was at the game with, and we're in the supporter section. I go, now?
Both of you played decent high level soccer in high school. Sure.
Hey, CBC, we're ranked top 5 in the nation. No, it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal, but you're not flying blind here.
I'm not. I kind of know.
And all of the soccer that you played for good teams, CBC, what was your coach's name? Guy's
Mickler.
Mickler.
Yeah.
Guy coached forever.
Most
right?
high school wins in the history of
Incredible.
Americas.
Incredible.
Maybe the world.
Maybe. You don't know.
No, I don't want to look at
Pep, he had
we
more
hire
wins than
him?
Pep.
way
More
way
wins than
more.
Pep.
Yeah, we could, except he's got a whole litany of other issues I don't want to get into
Okay,
right now.
fair enough.
But
Hugh Freeze in the stretcher.
but
This
even
is the hottest takes
even
AM sports radio show.
the
of all time.
CBC
On air and off
Chaminade
air.
games,
Clearly.
our fans played a part. If your fans remember how like
You bet.
all boys school, and I'm not sure if you experienced this.
Yep.
They would
St. Mary's,
chant
we get the
stuff
day off for a day
back-
game. You
dude,
bet.
And like St. Mary's was a poor school compared to CBC, so all of our chants are like, "You're gonna pump our gas one day. We're gonna be your bosses. You're losers." I'm on a freaking radio show. I'll be on a radio show with one of you.
I'm gonna have hot takes about the MLS one day.
I go to the school, but I live 3 blocks away.
Yeah, exactly.
I come from the exact same socioeconomic.
I was always an imposter going, yeah.
All of my friends are you.
I was like, I'm making connections.
Just pick this hoodie up and play in a closet.
But yeah, but if we had some intel about one of their forwards, a girlfriend's name, perhaps, a grade school that they went through, perhaps, we would start chanting about that to get in that player's head. We had these are the gatekeepers, okay? The people who are going to say, you got to stand, you got to sing our dumb songs, like, because we only have 5 of them, and we gave a sheet out at the beginning of the year, and if you didn't learn them, these should be organic chants. Like, I remember Real Madrid, or maybe it was possibly when Real Madrid came to Manchester United and Beckham was back. They came up with a chant on the spot talking about Posh's little posh area.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And she's like, I can't believe there's 80,000 fans saying this right now.
God,
Like,
you want to talk about? Oof, that's hot.
Oof, so hot, dude.
Give me 80,000 people talking about my posh area.
Oh yeah, freshly wiped.
My posh area. That's so great. So then we're at the game, and I'm like, hey, buddy, this is their moment. These are the gatekeepers. If you're going to gatekeep, you better be real good at what you do. So they muster up the strength. And as this guy from our hated rival cups his ear to the crowd, what do? What do our patron saints of St. Louis soccer do? Our representatives.
Do they bring the noise? The floor noise?
Whoa. STL. Whoa.
What would your chant be on the spot?
I was Googling stuff about the guy.
Right. Get something.
He was from Honduras.
Okay.
Okay. And he had family still in Honduras.
Okay.
So
my whole thing was going to be
Illegal.
Honduras based, dude. Just
Sure.
Honduras
You're gonna love Honduras.
his hometown was like Barrios de Sanchos. And I was like, hey, we're all going to say Barrios de Sanchos is
Es mal.
Yes, exactly. Es muy gordo.
Really fat.
Yeah, dude.
I thought you were gonna go like, we have your wife.
I'm willing to go there.
We're trying to win a game.
Yeah, exactly. Throw up a picture of his child. I'm gonna text a picture to
Somehow
him.
you gotta
Throw it up on the big
The
screen.
mini projector that you can put on your phone, you can put it up there.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
the camera flips to Steve, and he's like,
Yeah, see. We're trying to get in their heads a little bit. We're not trying to get into our own fans' heads by going, you know how are you guys annoyed with me just doing it?
I'm going to hit the chair.
Imagine they do it for 40 of the 45 minutes. But I went to the playoff game and I go, oh, it's raining. It was cold. I go, the real freaks are going to be out, dude.
You hope.
I went there and there was like a family around me and they're like trying to keep their kids warm. And I'm like,
But it's not the same breed of
oh
people.
my God.
If this was
like,
now this is
This
the
is for
Blues playing
Instagram
the
and
Winter
Facebook.
Classic outside with snow on the ground. There's going to be dudes not in shirts getting. There's just a
rollerblading to the stadium.
There's just
dude.
a different.
You are not
it's
my chosen one.
Here's the deal: the crowd. Like, in order for sports to have that kind of crowd that you want, you can't leave it up to a bunch of soft yuppies. It's got to be accessible
Hard
to
men.
the everyman.
Yeah.
I need the front row full of plumbers and iron workers.
You know how you do it?
Absolutely.
You eliminate phones in stadiums.
Oh, I'm here for that too.
You know how many people pay $80, $100 at a ticket just to get
Just to
that
get an
beer and
Instagram.
food in the first inning,
Yep.
take a picture in front, and they probably leave in the
It's
third or
gross.
fourth. I see it at Busch Stadium all
It's
the
gross.
time. Like, we need to get those people out of sports.
You don't
They're-
get
they're
the
there
you don't
just-
get the
they're-
bobblehead until the 6th inning.
Yeah, and you gotta earn it.
You got to earn it. You got to earn it by being a good fan.
I did see something on a More Perfect Union today. Speaking of prices, where the Bills are upping their season ticket prices, like
Buffalo.
yeah, the Buffalo Bills.
After taxing their fan base and city $813 million for
Thank
millionaire. Subsidizing.
It's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dumbest.
It's broken.
thing
If I'm a city, I'm calling their
ever.
bluff. You know how expensive it is to freaking retransplant and find a city have that stadium upgrade, you can play that trump card because it'll cost that owner hundreds of millions, if not billions.
Yeah.
Like with the Ram thing was different because you had every owner
Sure.
already in on
You
it. It was already
You bet.
prepaid
Yep.
for.
You bet.
But if you
Kroenke-
want to,
Kroenke was
Yes,
gonna
this is
make
different.
billions
That's
of dollars.
completely.
I agree.
It
I
was.
totally agree.
It's
Find a
super.
spot. Find a place you want to play. Find another city. Go for it. Find a place in New York. Go for it.
Yep, it's super interesting to see like 40. This guy was like, I've had season tickets for 46 years, and we're so removed from the Rams situation that it was interesting to see this situation take place in
It breaks
Buffalo.
my heart every
Because I'm
time.
like, those Buffalo fans haven't been through enough, dude. Now, ride or die fans for 40 years
Yep.
are like,
Are
can't
paying
do
for the
it.
experience for 20
Can't do it. But now,
It's
you
an
rich
extension.
corporations
They're
go ahead.
pricing everybody.
Oh,
And just to kind of kick back to the Cardinals
Yeah.
situation, this is the biggest miss that the Cardinals have had over the last few years, especially like since COVID, is that like after COVID, people were desperate to get back out and have fun and share in fellowship with the community. But something broke in us, and we're already, everything is more expensive. Our entertainment cannot be. If this is an escape from the hardships of the fact that eggs are $8 a dozen and all the, whatever, all that stuff's come back to earth. However, a little bit, it's for me to get gifted Cardinal tickets. It's still going to be $100 to $200 out of my pocket to take my boys to a ball game. That's the deal.
Parking, food,
And
drink,
so they
there it is.
broke that. So now it's like people are like, well, the stadium isn't full because the Cardinals aren't any good. Well, they still had playoff chances until the third week of September. There was still an outside chance they could get in. St. Louis would still be filling the stadium for that, for 500 baseball, if it didn't cost
Absolutely.
a nickel to bring
Absolutely.
your family to a baseball game once you factor
I
in
would.
tickets.
I'd take my
A
boys there as well.
$1,000,000%, because sometimes, and this is my whole beef with like speeding up the game and all these things. Is
I like that it
the
was slow.
romance of baseball has never been about watching the game. It's about the way that it paints the environment around us. I don't care if a baseball game lasts 4 hours or 8 hours whenever I'm barbecuing in my backyard.
Exactly,
because it is
dude.
just painting the tapestry
Yes,
that is
dude.
all of my great memories of playing wiffle ball in the backyard with my cousins when the family got together and all my uncles and dad are
Dude, that's
drinking
the
beer.
best.
Is that Jack Buck and Mike Shannon's voice is mixing in. It's not about what's going on. Oh, and by the way, here's a bang bang play.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
dude,
And then
yes,
back to what
it.
we're doing.
Yes,
And so
yes.
it's never been about doing that. They used to own the summer in a way that isn't about TV ratings. It was at the front of our mind. It made up our environment. And they got bad, and they kept raising prices as they were doing it. They didn't commit to any kind of a plan. And they made it to where it's like, well, I'm not going to pay $500 for a game that just isn't fun to watch, period. When I was in 1998, my buddy Joe Weezy and I, we went to like 72 home games because you could buy a $2 nosebleed ticket. His brother was an usher down bottom in the dugout, so he'd come up and get us on the elevator. We'd go down and we'd catch BP. We got 2 5-gallon buckets of balls that year. A couple of them in-game foul balls because we were just running around the stadium. Oh, this guy Klesko's hitting, dead red pull hitter. Let's go be in left field for when Klesko's. Dude, I can't believe how well it worked. But as kids, we were so engaged, and my dad could literally give me a $10 bill. I could get in the stadium, buy a nacho, and have money to give him at the end of the game. I'm not suggesting that is necessarily possible, but if I could give my kids $30 each and say, have fun at the ball game.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. It's not a thing.
No.
It's not a thing. They've taken it away from the everyman, and they thought that, honestly, people with they put all of their eggs in the basket in corporate ticket sales. So it's like every year they're like, oh, our attendance was this. Your gate attendance wasn't that. Yeah, you sold all, because it's still interwoven into the St. Louis fabric. Like opening day is a holiday around here. Next year, opening day will have 47,000 people on it, and then the next day it'll have whatever. But the point is that they've made it completely inaccessible, and the same thing's happening in Buffalo. Cincinnati in the last offseason goes, if you guys don't give us a stadium, we'll just go to St. Louis. And I saw so many people that were so hyped about maybe. And if you can be from St. Louis and be okay with that, knowing what happened to our city.
Yeah, I don't want an NFL.
You're a
team.
hypocrite.
Yeah.
And I gave the
hate it
hottest,
so
dumbest
much.
take of all time, but I can't believe that many people are actually that upset about Super Bowl
guess-
halftime shows. Like,
Oh my
so everyone's
God.
like, Bad Bunny, you never heard of him. Well, go
Those are
outside.
bots.
Go
Those have to be
outside.
bots.
Just go outside then. Like,
Any human.
he's one of the highest selling artists in the world.
Yes.
Do I think he's any good? Not really. Doesn't matter. You know what's worse than Bad Bunny playing the Super Bowl?
Kid
The fact
Rock.
that you're still supporting. The fact that you're still supporting this league that doesn't do anything about hard criminals beating the crap out of their spouses or anything until you're caught red-handed with tape that you had for 8 months. Everything that they do when there's a moral angle is the wrong thing until they're busted. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, we got to take a hard stand on this. It's like, you knew about it for 18 months. What are you talking about? This is the NFL in a nutshell. I think the NFL is the worst of all. Obviously, they're the biggest Leviathan. They're the Walmart of sports, whatever that is, or the Amazon of sports, whatever that looks like, right? But it extends to all of them. That's why hockey, I want to get hyped with you about hockey. Hockey feels like it's still kind of the everyman sport.
It is.
Every one of a lot of people that I know that don't really have much in the way of luxury in their life, they're still like the 3 Blues games that they get to go to a year are days that they are looking forward to all year. I see the greatest mix of Hoosiers and wealthy people.
Yes.
Like, the mix is for real. It's a
mix.
nice mix of St. Louis. I feel like so many different areas are represented in it. And you know what? I've never ran into a hockey gatekeeper. Every time I'm curious about hockey, there's always somebody that's happy to riff with me. Do you remember the guy on Twitter a couple years ago had never watched a hockey game?
Tony X.
Tony X, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna check this out. This is lit. Next thing you know, like, he is swallowed up by the fan base, going to games. That's what it is, guys. Like, if I gotta feel bad about not being the right kind of fan, I'm not gonna be a fan of that thing. I want to go to places where I can be myself, be curious, get excited with everyone else,
Curious.
watch cute girls in short skirts skate with shovels on the ice.
That's the best
What are
part
we
of the
doing?
game,
What are
dude.
we doing? Saw a couple guys out there last time. Go ahead and get them out of here.
Oh, they're great.
Was this
dude.
Hooters? Get out of here.
Great.
Get out of here,
They're
pal.
the kitchen staff. What do you
Is that
think?
who the
dude?
barbacks?
Yeah,
Who the barbacks?
See, I gotta
Get out of here.
I gotta say, I'm not.
We've lost every viewer, by the way. Everyone's like, we're not listening to hockey talk.
I've never I've never been a huge fan of the NFL since the Ram thing, but I've had a blessed NFL fandom. I'm a diehard grown-up Packer fan. Beautiful area, beautiful stadium. The fans couldn't be nicer. The organization just catered to the fan base through and through, and they've had successful runs for a long time. The NFL, though, is the most corrupt league
That's the worst.
ever.
Maybe FIFA, but yeah, they're right. there.
I cannot stand how when the Rams left, the Chiefs fan came into play, and then if the Cincinnati Bengals came back, those Chiefs fans are going to go back to being a St. Louis Bengals fan. There's no fandom, and I think sports gambling I've hated sports gambling since the day we did. I just think infiltrating it is bad. Nobody has a favorite team. Everybody has a bunch of individual favorite players, and they hate sports because their 14-team parlay didn't hit because the ref threw a flag in the third quarter. There's no fandom anymore. There's absolutely no fandom. It's just, I won money, I lost money. How my fantasy team doing? This is my favorite player. There was zero dedication to any actual team.
There's a lot of people that think that the legalizing sports gambling
I think it's the worst thing that's ever been in
a
sports.
terrible thing. Now, I am always going to be on the side of let me do whatever I want.
I think you should be able to, but
100%. But
consequences.
we have to be able to have conversations about the moral decay of society, and maybe sports plays a bigger part in that than we were ever willing to. Because a lot of people do reduce it to sports ball or bread and circus, gladiatorial games. You know what? A lot of people do, and that's a completely valid argument. But also, there is something to be said. We talked about this the other day. There's something to be said in October when your team wins, and I'm hugging somebody from Jennings who I've never seen before. Somebody came in from Des Moines, Iowa, another one from Ponca, Arkansas, and another guy from Tulsa, Oklahoma, because 11:20 went everywhere. And in that night, we don't know each other, and we love each other more than anything. We're hugging and jumping in the streets. I will never forget after we won the World Series, like it was cold. It was pretty cold out that October night, and we were pouring full beers on strangers and just getting after. I mean, it was 44 degrees outside, and we're just taking Bud Light baths because the Cardinals won the World Series, baby, and there is nothing else that matters in the entire world tonight. I felt that at concerts before. I felt it at sporting events. I can't hate on anybody who still feels that somewhere. It's just I feel like we're losing more of it, and I think that daily sports betting, daily fantasy has absolutely ruined it. I mean, my both guy's got like 7 different fantasy leagues, and he's going through all of them. He's like, I don't really care what happens here. I just need Jefferson to catch 120 yards.
Yeah, like the game doesn't matter.
It's weird.
We're at a weird point too, where whenever I mean, this show is brought to you by FanDuel. I forgot to mention that.
We probably should mention our real sponsors.
But North Dispensary,
North Dispensaries, they're the best. They make this whole thing happen, and they're like, you know what, guys, just try not. These are the explicit views of Darren Atkins, Craig Kohler, and Stephen L.
Yeah.
The North they're just like, guys, go be good in the community. Well, we're trying, okay? Give us back the soul of our community. Give us back team sports.
And go to book. Like, I'm fine with sports gambling, but I don't want my announcers to go, oh, don't forget, guys, they're under 34 and a half. It's
weird.
Like, dude,
it's
weird. You got a ticker there, and now they're going to have,
and it's the ultimate hypocrisy. Let's call it what it is. It's the ultimate hypocrisy. You're going to keep somebody like Shoeless Joe Jackson out of the Hall of Fame. You're going to the second that sports gambling became legal, Pete Rose goes in. The very second they're like, here's the deal, guys. FanDuel is going to be our #1 sponsor for Major League Baseball next year. And with that news, welcome to Cooperstown, greatest hitter of all time.
Yeah.
Sorry, it took 45 years to make it about something that it wasn't. It's a museum. It's not a church. It's a museum. And the guy that has the most hits, which is one of the 3, there's 3 elements to the game. There's pitching, there's fielding, and there's hitting. And the guy who was the best at one of those things probably ought to be in the Hall. The guy that's the best at hitting for the most power probably ought to be in the Hall. Let's just knock it off. Let's knock it off.
Dude, the last 2 Cardinals cable providers are FanDuel and Bailey. Like, we have lost the shit. We have sold our soul to big corporations. 5 companies own the entire world, and we're losing ourselves.
It's hoe culture.
It's hoe culture.
It's hoe culture. We will need a break here. We will break here in a couple minutes.
We're okay. We can go to break whenever.
These takes are hot, and I couldn't agree more.
Let's make sure that whatever microphones were on during the last break.
Yeah,
you guys seriously listen to me. You're not stealing our ideas because we had some good ideas.
There was not a soccer team named Antifa. There was not.
The Antifa All-Stars.
They're explosive on the field. I'm glad we blocked 20 minutes ago.
I had some.
Woo, I'm paid for this time. Let's jump to break. Guys, this show's brought to you by North.Life and Road Extermination. The termites in the bats. It's fall.
The boys of summer are back.
The boys of summer are back, but it's fall.
Termites
and
are
the
eating
termites
wood.
are going to eat the
And the
bats.
bats.
Call Rose Extermination
314-845-6101.
845-6101. You heard it. You heard it here. This is Who's Sophisticate, KLIS 590 AM in St. Louis. I hope there are so many people tuning into the radio. I hope so. I hope that people are driving on the highway because I remember getting kind of dressed down at the other sports station, and that's when we started doing live reads and what Colton Wong was hitting and everything like that.
Yep.
And I remember I said, when people drive through this town, I want them to know that no matter what time they drive through St. Louis, if they flip on this part of the band, they're getting sports. And we're
unbiased sports.
Unbiased sports. And we're giving it to you, baby.
You know what, dude?
We were.
Let's go, Brad. Let's go, Brad.
Guys, this is Who's Sophisticate. We'll catch you on the other side of the break, like 5 minutes.
Dude, this might be this might be the funniest moment.
No, I'm gonna clip.
These are so good.
For this last half hour, I'm just gonna
about 4.5 on this one.
Okay.
back hot.
I don't know if we need to. I think they were getting the mics on the.
Well, I just turned the mics off.
Gotcha.
So about me banging Pedro, it was pretty hot.
I am going to put some clips of this into
With
the
this shit.
Yeah, this has been so fucking funny.
So I scroll through all of my cryptos, right?
Yeah.
Sports. Brewers and Cubs. Right now, these are the ones you can bet futures on them.
Is this Bad Bunny?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen,
Who's that?
to the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. I think that's no good, and I don't know.
That's
who
good.
is
Kinda
on the
sounds like
feature.
a
I thought you
Kane
might
Pluto.
like that. It's a song called Crocodile.
I love it.
It's
dude.
a little bit of a bop. We were just talking about the absurdity of sports gambling and how it's ruining kind of everything.
Stop trying to sell to me, would you, at all times? Can I get every sport in every situation to stop selling to me at all times? I'm still going to buy things, okay? I'm filling these gaps in my life with things I can consume from Amazon and stuff like that. If you ever sell to me, this is a message to all of the advertisers out there. If you ever try to sell to me on HBO or YouTube especially, I will never buy your product ever. I don't need to know about every product that exists in
You're
the
for sale.
entire world,
The
dude.
sooner everybody
Save it.
This has been going on for years. This was the whole plan behind social media, behind Facebook, behind publicly trading it. It's like
It's
at
like
some point
data.
with all of this.
Pillage.
At some point with all of this venture capital, it's got to make money. How are we going to do that? Well, we got to keep giving them this thing for free so that they keep logging into it every day as though it's an extension of their self. So what are we going to sell? The users and all of their data and everything they show interest in. We're going to sell it to people and say, you can have a more targeted ad than you've ever had before, constantly in their
Which
face.
is fine. Hit me with one every, like, I don't need to be inundated with them all the time. You know, extra $5, you can get rid of those ads, but I'm still going to sell you probably subliminally in the shows that you're watching anyway.
Have you walked into Home Depot and then walked out, and the next 2 days, my feed on Facebook is nothing but Facebook?
It's called
ads for
geofencing.
Home Depot.
Yeah.
It's
called-
absolutely data mining. Like, and people who say, like, how'd you get my number? It's like, dude, your number is you are on the grid. Patriot Act, bro. We talked about this in the first show. The worst thing and the best thing for the government that happened.
Oh,
Patriot Act.
sure. I mean,
It is literally started like legally just doing whatever you want, and for the sake of quote unquote making sure the government and the U.S. people are safe.
We don't like to take stands in this country either. We've lost the ability to because big corporations would buckle. We just saw Walmart take the dyes out of food.
Absolutely.
We saw Steak and Shake switch to beef tallow. Companies, if you put a little pressure on them, like if
they know
all
how to
the
make
Buffalo,
money to do it the right way.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And I guess they're doing their job. They're like, maximize profit and let these pigs figure it out. Like, I'm gonna manipulate these pigs into the slaughter.
I think it's even bigger than that. I think that we talk about these mega corporations. It's not standalone companies. It's these huge, investment firms that own a whole smattering of so Cargill is tied into a Yum Brands or something. I'm just
you got like battery acid with
true.
Colgate.
You bet. We've got resources from our refining process that needs to be used. Turns out that you can put trace amounts of this in every corn-based product, and it's not harmful at small doses, but everything we eat over time compound. I think it's way more sinister than we like to believe, but you're absolutely right. Like, with a little bit of pressure, it's just a new fad for them to capitalize on. We're now the healthy people. We're not.
Absolutely.
Guys, we learned
Businesses will
something,
figure it
and
out.
so guess what? The market will adapt to
it will.
what people want.
Yep.
If they're just not constantly being, and so it's really weird to see people like really go to bat to like hold up the system as it is. I think a lot of it's just fear. Like, what happens when it collapses? I think if everybody gets out of the way, the innovators are way ahead of the government or anything like that. It's like the tax laws are written by the people who are going to beat them, right? Like that's the whole deal. Is like you no matter what you write into law, there's somebody who's going to manipulate it in their favor. That goes for everything. So why not just everybody agree that we got to move in certain directions when it comes to our health? Like, that doesn't mean everything that person stands for is something that you stand for, but there are some shared truths in there. We talk about this all the time. We have to find shared truth. There's no way that Walmart pulling 30 dyes, artificial sweeteners, and substitute fats is a bad thing.
Nope.
There's not.
It should be some of the biggest news that our country has seen.
It seems like it's something that people shouted about for 30 years, and now it's because of the filter that it's being ran through. We can't celebrate anything, and that's where I'm at right now. Is like, I'm not going to contribute to the negative constant, because Steve, I think I told about, and I like, this kind of goes off the sports thing, but I think that it's, I think it's relevant that what I told you that guy wrote about not really knowing. I'm just going to read this real quick, and I'll give him a shout out, because I love this, and I think it applies to so much more than politics or anything of that sort. I think it's more just about how we are communicating with one another, the importance of seeing each other as for what we are, as humans with a valuable perspective, right? And so this guy said the dead internet theory isn't coming. It's already moved in and moved on to another phase. There's no difference anymore between a bot and the average mouth breather with a Wi-Fi connection. At least old school idiots had a little personality to their stupidity. They had unique typos and bizarre logic and creative ways of being wrong and stupid. Now it's just NPCs running the same handful of prefab scripts, copy-paste political opinions, recycled memes, buzzwords they couldn't define if you waterboarded them. Bots were supposed to imitate humans. Well, the joke's on us. The humans on the other side of the bell curve now imitate the bots. Everyone's a cut and paste hive mind terminal, droning out the same takes like a broken Alexa. You can't tell if the thing arguing with you online is a government psyop, a botnet farm in Bangalore, or Kyle from down the street with 4.7 brain cells left after huffing TikTok for 6 years. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The result's the same. An endless loop of canned thoughts with no spark behind the eyes. Dead internet theory? Nah, dead people. The net just held the mirror up and they leaned in. This is what's going on. The internet is so difficult to even, like the whole Facebook experiment and everything. I'm over it. I know a lot of, I said the other day, I don't partake. LifeLog. Captain Crunch might be the most masochistic thing that I do with my, that I might partake in from time to time. I'm going to rip out the roof of my mouth for just a little bit. Outside of staying on Facebook, it's masochism to the, and so but I'm determined to make it something different. My representation on that to be something different, whether that's sharing art or just a laugh or whatever, having a conversation. We play things I love. It's something that we got to introduce to every show from now on, because every time I bring it up to people that haven't played it, they're like, ever since we played that, I've been finding kind of things that I'm grateful for. It is the best little tool every day. In a Duncan Trussell, he posted that video about taking a big old mango dump on their altar of suffering, because we live in a perfect universe and our existence is perfect. Now, when people hear that, they think that it's discounting all of the horrors of the world, and it could not be more true. We are not designed to constantly be trying to integrate, download and integrate all of the evils of the world, right? Because if we're constantly downloading that information, it will keep us frozen in this flight, fight, or freeze. And we are frozen because we're just constantly being bombarded by whatever crazy things in the news cycle. It's like, there's still way more good happening in the world than there is bad. And this extends to everything. We're giving hot takes about sports, but I think it's because we realize, I realize the need for some levity in this world. I don't want to have the sports ball take. If you're finding joy and you're getting together with friends and family on Sunday to watch football, I have my reasons for not watching football. But honestly, if it's bringing you together for one time a week, then celebrate.
And I get it, because it's like, what am I supposed to talk about the immigration?
What am I supposed to do? I'm not equipped.
I was watching the Blues game earlier, and I'm like, God, I hate the Wild so much. It made sense. The Wild were trying to score goals on my team. wow, this all makes perfect sense. I don't like these guys in the green jerseys. My friends are in the white and blue jerseys. Let's play this out. And when it's over,
then
it's over. Exactly. But with the way the world is set up now, it's like, hey, there's this Palestine, Israel thing. There's this trans thing. There's this car accident downtown. There's gun violence. And you're like, okay.
Did anything good happen today?
Can I go back to just, and it's like, pick a side. Hate someone on one of the sides. Pick a side. And it's like, can I just do that with sports instead? Can I pick a fake, faux angry thing to get angry about? Like, I hate the Minnesota so much.
Can I recognize?
I won't think about it at all.
Recognize the nuance and the complexity of a parimutuel existence with other humans. Like as if I'm doing something, then it's going to affect people that I don't even know at all times. Everything that we're doing has, like, using words like winners and losers. Like, but there is a binary, like there is a cause and effect to everything that we do and how it affects another person. If I win a bid at work for T-shirts, there's somebody who lost a bid at their work for T-shirts. This is the world that we're living in.
Every time you sell a shirt, we lose. It's like
somebody else loses a shirt.
Someone else loses their life. That's what I was thinking.
An angel gets its wings.
That's what I was thinking. The bell.
You're thinking the exact opposite. But like, you know, we are existing in a world where there is so much going on that I don't want to hate anybody that thinks different.
I don't have the energy.
I would love, if we could, to make the space to try and understand them a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all. And not have a judgment of it, because this whole idea that everybody, one, is sharing every thought in their brain. Maybe we're not designed to do that either. Like if you want to write down your thoughts, a hard journal at your bedside, probably a good idea. But the fact that like our internal dialogue is no longer internal, like, I'm just going to share this crazy idea with the world and see who agrees breaks. And then a handful of people and bots and whatever else like make you feel good about that thought. Like, oh, everybody thinks like me. Okay, I got this thing figured out. I got it figured out.
You know what? The most frustrating thing for me, and it's so sad to see how it is. Everything is now that you hate or wanting to try to change is too big to fail because there's too many way high, powerful people with their hands in it. Like 50, 60, 70 years ago, Brown versus Board of Education, you had things that were serious issues. People banded together, walked to the Capitol, walked to their municipalities, peaceful protests without being looked at as if you're Antifa or terrorists. All people coming together for one cause, and that changes the dynamic of that bill. It's not passed. They get too big to fail. Like you got APAC, you got people and lobbyists in pockets to where even if the government and Congress wanted to change things for the morality sake of the United States, they're not going to because they're not running things. And we can't protest and come together. Everybody is overworked, underpaid. Even if you have a real power and passion for a cause, you don't want to go out there at 8, 9 o'clock at night.
I want to play catch with my kid in the backyard, and I want to have a nice dinner. And I want to do that, and I don't want to think that every dollar that I work for is worth less and less because some suit in Washington D.C. in the richest county in the world, who's so far removed from me, and the person who is supposed to be representing me way back home, where things are just totally different in every state. We're just different, and that's kind of why we're made the way we are. So why am I waiting for this guy in his crystal palace
to fly a private jet
to make some kind of rule? I can't hold him accountable. I can't hold anybody accountable that's supposed to be helping, and so I'm out.
And they can say whatever they want.
Stay out of my way. Just tell me what the rules are and stay out of my way.
That's exactly what I'm saying. The accountability, because like you can kind of say that you can take the right and the left and say, hey, it's like the Blackhawks and Blues, right? We hate each other, and I'm trying to say it's almost not like that, because with the Blues and Blackhawks, we both know we're playing hockey. We both know, I know how the Blackhawks fans feel because they feel the exact same about me, and I'm okay with it.
That's
okay.
Right.
But we at the end of the day, we're both in the NHL. When the game's over and the chips fall where they may, we can both look at each other and go, oh, hey, we agree. The MLS is gay. All right. So that's what this country needs to get back to. Like, where we're like, oh, no, we're all playing the same game. We can kind of hate each other for our ideas, but at the end of the day, we do have to work together against these Florida Lee against. Actually, I like the Los Santos.
Oh, I love Los Santos.
Oh my
They
god!
almost got any soul
I
about
got
it.
a party with them.
Me too.
I got
Can I get a luchador mask and get with it at a soccer
Dude,
game?
I'll lose you to them.
You will.
I'll
You will.
lose you to
You
their
100%
women.
will. Well, that's I
Yeah.
hope. One can only hope.
I will.
One can
I've
only
seen a couple.
hope.
I'm like, what are they doing down there?
But to say another thing that would that you would have in common, say with the Blackhawks fan. Yeah, they hate the Blues. Yeah, you hate the Blackhawks, but you would both be broken if hockey went on strike.
Absolutely. Yep.
No.
Common ground
There is a common ground.
Yep.
We
Yep.
love this game.
Yep. But it's simple.
And if our teams are out, we're gonna watch the Whalers play the Devils.
Yeah. Well, they don't exist anymore.
I know.
The thing that we don't do anymore is when it comes to the I'm there. The hockey thing with the Blackhawks and the Blues. When we're there and it's like an analogy for the government, and it's like right and left. I'm getting there. Just let me work. Let me do work, dude. And when does the show end?
Well, can I say my 2 cents real quick? Back on the policy, dude. I'm sick and tired of fake policies that are promised that we voted for that we're never going to have in their first base. I think anybody who's in office, running for office, speaking these blind promises should absolutely be held accountable for that. People who hate Trump now voted for Trump. Epstein files, get rid of, the sex tool and they haven't done anything that they promised. No president ever does anything that they promised.
Like, it doesn't matter what he does or doesn't do. The biggest mistake that he will have made, and I think that it exposes something far bigger than anybody knows what to do with, and that is
God is on that list.
That is
God is on our
the
side.
Epstein thing. If I look, I told, was it 2 weeks ago or something I was talking about? The number one thing that we can do in this country, and I know there's rockets flying in other places. There's rockets flying in other places. The only thing I have ever seen in the course of probably, since 9/11, the only thing I've ever seen people on crazy opposite ends of the spectrum agree on is Epstein.
Yeah.
This is the one thing you have to require everybody to do.
It's about to go down too, by the way.
Thomas Massey's got it, dude. He's got the votes.
That Republican, that Democrat, just wait till she gets sworn in.
Well, it's going to be interesting when they show a big fat list of nothing, fellas. So I wouldn't get your.
I would, well, that's the thing. And so, what do we take away from?
I mean, how many NFL owners were on it? How many EPL
Saudi
owners,
princes are the biggest ones.
Royals.
Yeah, dude. There's so many freaking.
And then that's the
and
whole
we're
deal.
cooked. Sora 2 came out. You can't believe it. We used to believe
AI ruined it. AI ruined it.
We used to believe in an agreed upon set of lies.
Sure.
That was our reality.
Yeah.
We all just agreed on certain lies and we could all go with
But
it.
if we guys
Now
arguing
it's
about
nothing.
different lies, they can just do whatever they want.
I got my thought.
That was
The
Donald
world-
Trump's signature, by the way.
Ah,
And
this is
now
my-
AI has ruined that. Go for it.
This is my thought that I had earlier. The world is not made for thoughtful people right now. If you're thoughtful, they got you going in 1,000 different directions.
Yeah, no doubt.
If you're just a sports fan looking at the colors of your team, it makes life a lot more simple.
Guys, this has been the most fun. We'll just do a sports show for the rest of our time here.
Yeah, I would love that.
AM.
My dad would be
Mixing it with
so
little
happy.
If you're
Extra
driving
little-
down the highway, maybe you're out there
All day,
delivering
that's
pizzas or something like that. Next Thursday, 9/11, never forget, 855-282-8255. We want to hear your hottest takes.
Yeah.
We want to hear your
We'll get
hottest
sports
takes, and we're
guests
going to
on
get
here.
after it. This whole presentation has been brought to you by North Dispensaries, North.life. Check them out. If you're in the Jefferson County area especially, they are going to take care of all of your cannabinoid system replenishment, nourishment, and rose extermination. If you got spiders and mice right now, there's going to be some leaves falling pretty soon, which is going to be a lot of little creepy crawlies. Okay, and they're going to be looking for a warm place
with your butt,
and they're not allowed in your home as far as rose extermination is concerned. We started doing a funny little thing in the mornings. We'll see where that goes. It's not going to happen tomorrow morning because we are going out for a
I'm
golf
going to start it
tournament.
live.
We're going out for a golf tournament. We're going to swing the sticks.
We're going to
We're going to swing the sticks down in Old Sugar Creek. We're raising money for a good friend of the Give Back gang. And we're just going to do all the good that we can while we can. We're trying to be, if we can just be a little light in an infinite darkness, darkness runs away from the light. This show's brought to you by North Out Life. This is Hoosier Sophisticate. We love each and every one of you for tuning in every week for this little circus, and we'll see you next time.
My dad, I cannot wait to send that show to my dad. He's gonna fucking shit his pants how good that was. He just wanted me to ever do a sports show. That's all he ever wanted me to do. He's like, yeah, the weed and psychedelics.
It was never bringing. It was never. You switched it over to that. The YouTube was not through the mics.
Oh, it's through this?
Yep, that's why everybody could hear us on YouTube.
So funny when we figured out that might have been the funniest thing.
Dude, I got to run back to hear what we were saying.
It was mostly tame. There were cuss words, but I was like,
we can just erase it.
Of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
Buddy. What do you say, buddy?
Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view. And that's when you need backup. With the Legal Buddy app, you can connect to a local attorney